Hey kids, KJ here. You guys know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, that every fall I love to make hard cider. We always buy cider here on the homestead. We have a few apple trees, but unfortunately we don't have a cider press. So I always look when I go to buy my cider to get the non-pasteurized stuff. That UV filter treatment stuff is supposed to keep you healthier. We've been drinking cider that wasn't pasteurized and UV filtered for hundreds of years, and it tastes better. And it contains natural yeast, which it allows it to ferment. So, and any of you guys that have had cider, and that's probably all of you, have had cider too long in your fridge and it starts to get bubbly and it gets a little vinegary tasting. Well, my grandma taught me years and years ago about making cider hard. And her method was just to leave it in the fridge. And then eventually, when it got cold enough, and that's how you knew it was time, when it would get cold enough that things would freeze, you put it outside and let it freeze off, and you take the ice off. And some people call that applejack, but I just call it delicious cider. So, one thing that you need to do when it comes to cider is put a bubbler in it, because as cider ferments, it it produces gases, right? And me, you guys know me, I'm a procrastinator. 9 times out of 10, I don't get around to putting a bubbler in it. And so I just got to let the gas out. And here's the way. Now, this has been making for about 3 weeks now, I guess, since the Apple Butter Festival up in Waterville back in October. And a way to tell that it's working is you get your jug, and you can see this is pretty solid, right? Listen to this. Now that right there is some quality cider making, and I'm going to leave this lid off for just a little bit. You kind of want to let it air out a little bit, not let any dust or impurifications get in there. Let me take a sniff here. Oh yeah, that's smelling like pure vinegar right now. In a couple weeks, that's going to be some of the best homemade hard cider, and it'll coincide. Hopefully, this cold weather holds off for a little while longer. But about the 1st of December or so, I'll set it outside a couple days, let it freeze, bring it in, let it start to thaw off a little bit, pour that water or that ice out as best I can. Maybe put it in a pot or something like that to make it a little bit easier. But that's how you make some hard cider, kids. See you later.